Do you want to learn how to use AI agents for lead generation in 2025? You've come to the right place. Welcome to Outbound Plays, where in each video, I show you one creative outbound idea and how to completely automate it from start to finish. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up custom AI agents to automatically prospect for you using custom signals you define, like whether a new job has been posted or whether a technology is on the website. If you've been manually sourcing from Crunchbase or LinkedIn and manually putting leads into spreadsheets and sending them static outreach sequences, hold on to your seats because this is going to change the game for you. So let's go ahead and get into it. The platform we're going to be using is Unify. It's a modern cold email outreach software that's going to let us program AI agents and then action on what those AI agents are finding and automate the whole thing end to end. So let's create our first AI agent. Navigate to the agents section on the left-hand sidebar and click New Agent. We're going to give this agent a name, and I usually like to name my agents questions. The question in our hypothetical example for today is, does the company use Auth0? And let's just say we're selling a authentication product and that knowing if a company uses Auth0 is going to help us tailor our outreach and sale. We're going to run this on a company record type, although we can run it on a person record type as well if we wanted to. And then we're going to ask the agent to answer this question. We're going to ask it, navigate to the company's website and go to the login page. Does the company use Auth0 for authentication? The agent is going to actually navigate to the website. It's going to browse the web, find the login page, click on that, and use a variety of tools either on screen or inspecting the browser to actually see if Auth0 is used. We're going to want this response to return true or false, and that's the basis of our agent. I went ahead and tested the agent. By selecting a wine company and clicking generate, we can actually see what the agent is doing by clicking into any one of these updates. It's actually letting us know like step by step how it's working. So this is really great. And it went online and it's giving us its reasoning and reflection. So TLDR, no, this wine company does not use Auth0. And it's even explaining that because it's mostly an information website that it doesn't have a lock-in. Great. Now that we've defined our agent, we're going to program it to run a play. A play is the actual automation of what we need the agent to do, and then how we prospect into the accounts the agent has qualified and route them to the right sequences. All of that we orchestrate in a play. So I created this play for us, and essentially plays are workflow canvases with nodes that we can drag and drop and use to define these custom outbound plays. So the first node we'll see here, if we take it step by step, is a trigger node. This is what causes the play to run. Here, I've defined the trigger to be whenever a record enters the audience that I've defined as my territory. Then we actually have our AI agent go through all of the accounts that are in my territory and perform this Auth0 qualification. This is why I like to name my agents questions, because when I'm looking at my plays or when I'm searching for them, it's easier to see and understand what this agent is doing than if I just named this agent Auth0 agent, for example. Now the agent will then qualify into companies that use Auth0 and companies that don't. For the companies that do, we can prospect automatically for our ICP at these companies. If I click the prospecting node, this node takes in the max number of prospects we want it to prospect for, and it lets us define personas that we're prospecting for. This is entirely based on job titles. It has positive job titles to search for, like CTO, and negative exclusions we don't want to prospect for, like intern. And we can define as many personas as we want, and this will prospect for those exact personas at these accounts. Finally, we can turn on phone number enrichment or locations if I only want prospects that live in the US, for example. Now, once the agent has prospected for my ICP, the loop block goes through each one by one, and then the sequencing block routes them to the right sequence based on who they are. Here, I've said that my CTO persona needs to get the CTO sequence, and my engineering leader persona needs to get the engineering leader sequence. And that's the entire play. Within just a few minutes, we've been able to define an agent that searches the website, the browser of our target accounts, identifies whether a key technology has been used, then automatically prospects for my ICPs at those accounts, and then sends them into the right sequence. All I have to do is turn this play on and sit back and watch meetings flow into my calendar. I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so that you'll be there for when the next AI agent video drops. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.